They were really frightened of people from ships, really scared. After that Massacre Bay episode, Massacre Bay is on the other side of the island. We call the island, by island name is Bikar. Bikar is the little sandy cove before you get to Camus, the other sandy cove further north of it. And that's where the Missionary landed. That's a treacherous bay. Massacre Bay, then treacherous bay.
They've been got big slaughter there, big massacre between the islanders and the ship crew. Earlier, a ship come and anchor outside, say about 15, 12 mile out from the island. They come in on a big other boat to get water. So they asked the native, and they agreed to give them water. But afterward, they took water on board, and they come back again. They bring soap. They jump in that pool of water. They swim in there, and the native, they never used to soap, and they see all that soap stick around in the pool, so they start killing them sailors. They destroy their water. So a few of them escaped. They went back to the boat. The next day they come in again with other load, with guns and everything. They big fight in there. They kill everyone and burn their houses, burn their garden, burn everything.
I think there were 134 huts. 134, they were beehive-shaped huts. We call them in Darnley old-fashioned house. They destroy them, destroy their gardens, kill a lot of people. Where they had some hundreds of people before, that number dropped very significantly, to a very low level, because they killed a lot of people. Now, it's all come about because they see they killed them people, but no one knows the side from the island side of the story.
It was not surprising that the islanders became suspicious of any ships passing their region. As a sail was sighted, one of the islanders checked the vessel in its course.
And Dabar, he was a marksman, he was a chief, and his number one fighter, at that time, along this place. Top Meuram. So that's what I give him, because from where I heard all that good things said about him by other people before me. And he said he was sucking his zoob, the bamboo pipe. And he said, wait, don't go. Wait. It will take time before that boat get here. And even when it gets here, it might only sail past.
The vessel sailed closer to the island. Instructing the villagers to remain where they were, the warrior headed down the hill to the beach called Camus. He watched the ship sail into Treacherous Bay.
He went up there and sat just behind the trees. And he see the boat coming into Camus. And you can see that boat, with sail in tatters and rigging, because it's very rough coming across the channel, through the Gulf of Papua. They spotted him on the shore. A couple of guys come ashore and take him on board. And that's where it meets with a story belonged to Dr. McFarlane, where they saw Dabad on the shore. So he went out to the boat. They took him. He pretended he don't want to go. But every time he tried to walk back, something tell him to go back again. That's a story been handed down to us. At last, they get him, he jumped onto the boat, the dinghy. They rowed him up to the boat. And they all greeted him, get him around, and they sing a hymn. They all dressed, and that was their first convert. They all dropped to the deck of the boat. That was the first Christian service was said on Erub, is on the deck of the vessel Surprise.
An evening mass is held at the old church. Tomorrow, all will attend the ceremony held on the opposite side of the island, the site of the first missionary landing.
Well, there will be a speaker. I've invited a guest speaker here, one of my buddy from the Western Islands. He's an academic. I'm a politician. He's going to talk about how the missionary came here, because he read up all that history, from the diary of Dr. McFarlane and the 8 Lifu missionaries when they came to Erub on the vessel Surprise.
They made plans to plant that gospel in here before going to Papua New Guinea then.
Welcome again, Tawian. Come on. Good. He brother belong me in this one. He brother-in-law belong me in this one. We were spiritual believers. We still are spiritual believers. And that was the reason that when the gospel came, when the missionaries came, our people were with no problems in adapt to it. Because we come from one spiritual believer to another spiritual belief. Because our people believe in that supernatural power that you can't see and you can't touch, can't feel, but only believe that it's there. And that's how their Zogo and their belief in work for them.
We talk about the gospel, he come all the time now. People accept the Lord, and but the devil always follow. So that gospel arrive here, and they bring the devil behind, come in too. And you wonder why our people here can't get away from it. They like to go prayer, but when they come out from prayer, they go back to the bottle. See, the bottle follow the gospel. It makes you think about why we couldn't put all our trust in the Lord. We only trust the Lord on Sunday. Any other day, and we got a lot of Sunday Christians or so. Even new church coming up now, they go and they say they accept the Lord. But now and then, they go back to where they come from. They go back to the bottle. Because the bottle, they follow the gospel, they come here. That's my interpretation, my illustration for that coming of the light.